scheming on him.
Stay scheming.
Oh, shit.
Scheming with my semen. Call me a demon.
We're going to leave that in. Scheming with my semen, bro.
What are you?
What the fuck does that even mean,
What are you
bro?
scheming?
You trying to get Evelyn pregnant?
Scheming with my semen.
Scheming with my semen.
He didn't say no either. He nodded his head. Yeah. Like,
Scheming with my semen. Call me a demon. I'm on my evil shit.
You lost it.
You guys remember that fucking rap we did like a year ago?
yeah.
Why didn't we ever fucking air that shit out?
Oh,
that shit was
I do
good.
remember. Fuck.
I still have the lyrics on my fucking notes.
I'm sure I do too. What was it?
It
It
was
I don't have
off,
mine.
dude.
It was the Island Boy remix.
Yeah, it was.
Fuck the Island Boys. Fucking
Yeah, that shit was
weirdos.
whack, bro.
I bet you I can find it in my computer somewhere. Did we record? Yeah, we did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did. Wow.
It was like Clear Frames Boys. We're
Don't
just
it?
some Clear Frames
Yeah, that's what it
boys.
was. Yeah. Please don't ever release that.
I don't know, dude.
Take that one to the grave.
I went off.
You think you went off, my guy.
You haven't. Keep in mind, you haven't heard it in a year, bro.
Yeah, actually, I got to look it up, see if we actually, if I actually have it.
I know we did record it for sure.
But
This is the Clear Frames Podcast, the Sidetracked series.
what's up? It's your motherfucking Clear Frame boys.
What's good? What's
We're
good?
back. We're back. We're back.
Yeah, man, we haven't seen each other in
2 weeks.
only 2 weeks. I feel like it's been longer.
What do you mean? We stay consistent.
Honestly, for me, even if it happened yesterday, it feels like fucking forever. Like my girlfriend tells me I'm dramatic because I'll be like, I haven't seen you forever. She's like, it's been like 3 days.
Mandilon way.
No, but like
real,
to me, like I'm telling you, like if it happened like yesterday, that's the past, bro.
With
Like,
like
I moved past it.
with your girl, like with just your girl, or with everyone in general.
Not with everybody.
When's the last time we were in the studio? Is it only 2 weeks? I feel like it's been longer,
No,
dude.
it's only like 2 weeks.
It's only been 2 weeks.
It's been longer. Really?
Yeah.
Feels like it's been a month.
I like Sundays. I like recording on Sundays though, when I'm not hungover. Right.
Cool. So we'll see you next week.
You didn't go out. You didn't drink yesterday. Oh, that's.
I don't always drink. I just
But when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
when I do, I prefer to get fucking
Blacked out.
wasted.
Blacked out of your mind.
All right. Well, anyways, I'm glad you mentioned that you know we haven't seen each other in a little while. We're back in the studio. I feel like we've drifted apart in this short amount of time. I feel like we've drifted apart in the past month, actually.
Like I don't know you anymore.
I don't. You look like you've been bulking up and shit, dude.
Fuck you.
What, you haven't? Anyways, point being is I think we need to try a friendship exercise.
Trust fall.
No, I don't trust you guys that much. And there's just not enough room in the studio. I was thinking we can do one of two things right now. We can introduce ourselves like a AA meeting, or better yet, I want to see how well we know each other and what we think of each other. So I want us to introduce like the person to your left. So like I want you to introduce Big Cat as a like as if it was like a AA, like you know, like in class, like your first day of class, you'd be like, "Hi, my name is so and so," and then you know, fun fact about yourself, and something like that, some of that nature. If you want, I can go first. That way, you guys kind of get an idea. So I'll introduce you, and then at the end of all of it, we can see if we agree with how we were introduced, and then you can also see if maybe this person doesn't know me as well as I thought he did. Yeah?
I'm down.
All right. So I'll start, and I'm introducing Lewis. So here to my left is Lewis D2C. Lewis is a man that works full-time at a warehouse. He drives a forklift. Yep, forklift certified, so watch out. He's one of those guys.
Gang.
Lewis enjoys a drink, specifically on the weekend, maybe every day.
Maybe
No?
quite too often. Sorry.
Lewis.
I mean, weekends for me start Thursday usually, but yeah,
Thursday to Sunday.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
he
about
enjoys
right.
drinks Thursday to
Every
Thursday to
day
Sundays.
that ends with a Y.
Sorry, ladies, he's taken. Happily taken. He. I feel like I don't know him very well
Miss you,
anymore.
baby. What?
Where was I? A fun fact about Lewis. Lewis used to be a vocalist in a band. He enjoys watching movies. He is a movie snob. He actually writes reviews about movies, not TV shows, right? Just movies.
Mm-hmm.
Just movies. I don't know if he. Do you put your reviews out?
Yeah. Obviously, they're out to the public. I mean,
What are they on?
Letterboxd.
That I don't know. What's Letterbox?
It's specifically an app just for reviewing movies.
Okay.
Yeah, like a lot of like movie snobs are on there and shit like that. But
right.
I mean, I don't feel like I'm that snobby with my reviews. I'm a little.
You're pretty snobby in here. And I think that's it. Something that Lewis hates. Lewis hates the past. He is only looking forward to the future and the now. Right or wrong?
Honestly, everything was perfect, spot on, except for the end, dude. I feel like I'm super nostalgic.
You just told us you don't care about the past.
No, I said that it always feels like it's forever ago, even if it was just tomorrow or yesterday.
Oh, okay.
The fuck was it?
I don't know.
But yeah.
All right, so
No, but honestly, pretty spot on. I would say
All
pretty
right.
spot on.
All right.
Aside for that last little thing, but yeah.
all right, so go ahead and give us.
Damn, dude, you set me up for failure. So to my left, my direct left over here, we have Big Cat, Leo, aka Big Cat. I was gonna say Big Cat, aka Leo. His nickname's Leo. His real name, his government name is
My government name.
Big Cat. Hard worker, I think. You know, he definitely has like a career-driven mind.
Yeah,
And
we started an hour late because
and
he was
even-
working from home.
actually a lot of discipline just in general, just because obviously like the gym and shit like that, you know. But yeah, hard worker. I feel like you're a family man. You seem like a family man, especially like, you know, like your nieces and nephews and all that shit.
Why is he looking at you so angry though?
I know. He's like talking to me. I'm like, oh, sorry. I said I struck a nerve. Yeah. Well, to be fair, you know what? I don't really know a lot about him. I know
How about
he's
a fun
taken,
fact
he's-
about him?
Yeah, fun fact, his body's immune to protein, so his farts don't smell as bad anymore. Apparently, according to him.
We'll let Pablo be the judge of that.
Whoa.
On today's episode, inside the little glass case over there.
Lock him up in the case, dude.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't think I know too much.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean, no, that's a lie. Big into football,
Soccer.
Yeah, I don't know who your team though.
Barcelona.
Is. Barcelona. You're a Barcelona man.
And Galaxy.
Yeah, I don't know. Shoes. Yeah, I feel like you have a big social life outside of here that like I don't really know because I've never seen you around your like other friends and stuff like that. Yeah.
All right. So how would you rate that?
I mean, that's solid. If he says he doesn't know me, that was pretty good.
That's fair. So okay, we'll move on. We'll come back to this. We'll move on though.
You're very straight laced.
What does that mean?
He's just like I don't know. He seems like he probably would have made a good cop too.
Oh, like you mean like by the book?
Yeah,
type
kind of.
person?
Yeah, I feel like. Yeah,
I get that.
yeah. He does live on the wild side, like getting blacked out drunk, apparently. But like, on the in its time and place, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Pablo, you and Pablo.
All right, to my left we got Pablo Gonzalez, aka Lil P, aka
The saint of the studio.
yeah. Little Pablo is the mastermind behind Horrific Thoughts. He is the mastermind behind our computer engineering productions. He enjoys going to the gym regularly. He's frequented with the field of anabolic steroids. Known him my whole life, or a good majority of my life. He looks up to one of the greatest Mexican wrestlers of all time, La Parca.
What is that?
Spot on.
All right.
That's lucha libre.
Let's pick it up. Let's pick it up.
One fun fact about Pablo is he lost one testicle when he was in 8th grade. He slid down the slide on the wrong side and ripped his nutsack in half, and it's been missing a testicle ever since.
Is that true?
No. Absolutely not.
I was like, I thought I knew him, dude.
All right. Dude, you don't even have to say anything about that, Pablo, because I got some.
That's
All
spot
right.
on, dude.
Well, all right. Last one, Pablo.
All right, so to my left, we got the one and only Nestor 3000.
Rock and roll.
All right, so Nestor, he is the true mastermind behind Clear Frames. When he's not working on Clear Frames, he's working on some other shenanigans, so don't be surprised when he drops a movie or a banger. He goes to the gym regularly in his mind. One day,
I was like, you do?
one day it'll be in the physical form, but for now,
It's been years.
it's in his mind. He hates when you guys are unprepared, so stay prepared.
Facts.
How's that?
That was terrible.
Yeah,
It's
come
good
on.
and good and bad. Good and bad.
All right.
So, all right. Whole reason for this is I think we're not as attached as we like to say or think we are. Yeah, family, we've known each other forever, whatever. We've known each other forever. But I feel like we all have become really distant the past couple months, whatever. And I feel like that needs to change. I feel like us, like, joking about, like, oh, like, he was missing a testicle, steroids, and all this and that. I feel like it's us, like, trying to make light of not knowing who we are in reality. So I think we should try maybe some kind of, like, question exercise or something to get to know each other a little bit better.
I was just trying to be funny.
He kind of felt. So we'll try some. All right, so I'll ask a question for the three of you.
Okay.
Well, no, you know what? Maybe this is your question because we didn't grow up with you. You know what I mean? Obviously, we know each other for the last 10 years, but we didn't grow up with you. So Lewis's question is, what was your first impression of me? So what was your first impression of Lewis?
Now?
Yeah.
Well, I first met Lewis about almost 10 years ago, too.
Really?
And, yeah, you guys used to fucking practice in my garage.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, yeah.
First impression, you seemed like a cool dude. Probably wouldn't look up to him because party's a little too hard. But overall, I was like, oh, like, this is a cool group of people. Like, I want to hang out and party with them. That's pretty much it.
All right. My first impression of Lewis was same thing. Like, he's a cool guy. I was sheltered, kind of sheltered, but not really sheltered. But, I was exposed to some things growing up. But with you, it was like you go buy a 6-pack and you just want to drink it. And I thought that was interesting. Like, that was cool. Because I was 18 when I met you, right? Yeah, so I thought that was like, oh, wow, people do that. And then I thought your taste in music was really fucking cool. And then the whole, like, hardcore scene, like, being exposed to that with you was really cool. Yeah, I mean, first impression is that I thought you were just a cool, edgy dude. And I think it still holds up, Pablo? Shit, dude, come on.
Hey, I was waiting for that intro. My first impression of Lewis, I was like, all right, so this doesn't just happen in the movies, because I just seen him walking up to the garage with the 6-pack of beers. But overall, he looked like a cool dude. He was introduced by a cool friend of ours. So I was like, let's see what happens.
All right, so you're a cool dude.
Apparently he's a pretty cool guy.
Pretty cool guy. That's funny. Like, I don't know, like, because at the time, like, I didn't think twice about it. I was just like, okay. Like, I might have asked, like, Charlie, like, oh, is it cool, like, you know, if we bring some drinks or whatever? But, like, I don't know. I didn't think twice about it. I was just like, all right.
You didn't think that in 10 years that would be your, like, how we identify you as the cool guy with the six packs of Miller High Life?
Now I think it was like Blue Moon or something, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Blue Moon.
You
That's
fucking
probably
hipster.
that was my Blue Moon phase. But yeah, dude. One cool dude apparently. Cool dude's chilling. CDC. That's the only question.
Yeah, for you, yeah. So now I'm looking for one with Big Cat.
Hit me. Hit me with your best shot.
Don't do that. We're gonna get flagged.
Really?
No,
That's my
No,
song.
we won't get flagged.
I'm just kidding.
How about with Big Cat, we say one thing that we admire most about him?
You know what? One thing
It's
I didn't
gonna
even
be hard to
mention
narrow
about
it
you,
down.
but like that's just like physically looking at you. I was like, but like your beard, you know, like he's very metro, right?
So you
A little
admire,
bit.
you admire the macho in him?
No.
The metro in him.
No, not at all. man.
Metrosexual?
Is that what that means?
What?
Metro?
Yeah, that you like keep yourself like trim and proper and all that shit.
Oh, okay.
No, but I was saying like earlier when I was introducing him, I
Uh-huh.
didn't mention that. No, if I admire anything about him, it's probably discipline, like the gym and shit like that. Because obviously, like I'm a fat piece of shit, but like yeah, definitely your discipline.
fatphobic?
No,
I agree with you. I admire the same thing. I admire that he's able to have that discipline to go to the gym very often and put in the work to have a good body.
like with me, it's weird, dude. Because honestly, like this doesn't bug me. The only thing that bugs me is my face.
It doesn't bug me either, dude. I don't think I'm fat phobic. It's just like the gym's always been there to like kind of like relieve my stress. That's how I use
That
it.
makes sense. A lot
Like
of
when I
people-
have a long day at work, even like back when I was doing like the more physical side of my job, I'd be tired as fuck, but I still had to go to the gym because I was like mentally stressed from like bullshit going on.
Yeah. Yeah. What's one thing you admire about him?
I agreed with you.
Oh,
It's the
discipline.
discipline, yeah. Yeah, he's got great
Pablo?
discipline.
He's like nothing. He's like I got my own
I
discipline.
I admire the drive though, because when you see him in the gym and stuff, like he is pushing himself. He's not just kind of going through the motions, just trying to kill time and call it a day. Like he's pushing himself and he's pushing whoever he's working out with, like whatever crew he is with that day. So the drive.
And you roll like that with Cruz?
There's always people that want to work out with me. I'm not a big buff guy, but I know what the fuck I'm doing. So like when people like work out with me once, they always try to come back.
All right, now for Pablo. Is there anything about him that challenges you?
Pablo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Like creativity and for him, drive for sure.
Yeah.
Like he's like one cool dude, bro.
I think for me, like him being my older brother, like naturally that's just a challenge
You
in
just
its
look
own.
up to him?
Yeah, like you always want to like, you know, growing up you always want to do what your older brother does, but you want to do it better. And yeah, like you
Wait,
said.
what was the question?
What was it? It was what challenges.
His credit score. That challenges me every day.
Is your credit really that good? Like you don't have to give us your number, but is your credit really like you got a pretty good credit score?
I
let's-
mean,
let's
I
put
don't
it-
know
let's put
your
it-
definition of good credit, but I think it's pretty good.
Like would you be able to co-sign a car for me?
yeah,
Oh, 100%.
light work.
Let's put it this way.
I
He
got
should
my
be,
car by myself.
he should be Pablo 3000.
Wow.
Just kidding.
But yeah, just the whole Big Brother thing I think was a challenge in its own. But then like not only that, but having to meet those expectations. Like obviously he was a wild child, so that made it a bit easier. But even like now, like the just the adult years of us together, like he did a complete 180 as far as like what's the right word? Like just self-discipline and maturity. Like his maturity level increased immensely growing up, like the adult years. And then that alone is a challenge in itself, just trying to match up to all that. but I respect him for all that as well. But and he's also a very like helpful person for me personally, like trying to get my own fucking life together. He's definitely like the person that I look up to the most, and the person that if I'm in some kind of pinch or something, like he's the first person that I talk to. By you.
Repeat the question again, because I have it structured, but
Bet.
Is there anything about Pablo that challenges you?
yeah, okay. So, I feel like his demeanor in general. I feel like if like him and I were coworkers, whether he's like he was in my line or I was in his line of work, I feel like he's that person that is always performing. He's always doing good. So I feel like having someone there like that with you, dude, like you guys are always gonna be like boom, 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 climbing up that ladder. I feel like that's what challenged. Like we had this question a while back. I forgot what we were talking about, but like the question was like, oh, like who in here do you think would make the best president or something like that? Lewis said Pablo, and he backed it up pretty good. In my head, I was like, fuck, like I think I could be a good fucking president too, but like I don't know, just because like whatever you said makes sense. I was like, yeah. I was like, I can do that too. I can, you know what I mean? Like,
Kind of like a one-up type of thing in a little bit.
No, not. It's not about one-upping. I don't call it one-upping each other. I would say it's like, I would say it's more like you two driving each other, like
Motivation.
yeah, like all right, you did this, I'm gonna do it too. All right, you did this, I'm gonna do it too. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it goes back to that Big Brother thing.
Yeah, along those lines.
All right.
Damn, how come we all had to say one good thing? That was all like one good thing about Pablo, but we're over here like fucking telling Lewis like, oh yeah, you're a cool guy. You bring him beer.
I think cool guy is a good thing. Yeah, there's nothing wrong about being a cool guy.
Lewis,
Would you rather be a cool guy or be that fucking, hey, he's a lame alcoholic? You know what I mean?
No, I mean there's nothing negative about Lewis.
A lot of people say different. Not just kidding. All right, this one's for Nestor, but it's a two-parter. All right, the first part is, what's your favorite memory of you and Nestor together?
Starting with me.
Oh, I'll start with Pablo. Go around it, and then we'll come to me, and then you'll finish.
My favorite memory with Nestor and what? What was the second part of that?
Just what's your favorite memory?
Oh,
I haven't asked the second part of it.
my favorite memory with Nestor. I think it was probably the first or one of the first times that I don't remember if it was the actual day that I was gonna vend or if it was in preparation to vend, but I just remember like I was stoked and I had all my stuff in bags and boxes, and Nestor was right there like rocking the first H t-shirt that I made, and he was just kind of like stoked, but like stoked for me, but stoked for the brand, and like stoked for what was to come. And I was like, damn, like this is dope.
Yeah, it's me. I don't know if this is like my favorite memory.
He's
of
like,
him.
I'm still waiting for a favorite memory.
I'll let you know when I'll let you know.
Yeah. I don't know if I call this my favorite memory. There's so many, but there's a funny one where I don't know if you'll get in trouble for this,
Oh God.
but it's when like
And welcome back.
Go ahead. We'll cut it if it's too much.
sorry, it's one night he hooked up with this chick.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, that's too much.
Is it too much?
I don't know.
That's all I'm gonna say. But in the like we had mentioned that like I was gonna try to talk to her or whatever, and he went like when after it happened, he came over and he's like, yeah, dude, yeah. So this happened. I just wanted to let you know because I felt bad because I know you said you wanted to talk to her. I was like, dude, I don't fucking care.
For the record, so this was ages ago.
This was like
fuck, man, like early 20s. real
don't
early.
thi- I
No,
don't-
not even. I don't know.
I think I was 18. You
I
were
was
20.
yeah. Anyways, so we used to around that time, especially, we used to hang out like almost daily.
Don't give details.
We no, I'm
You
just
don't have to
saying.
give
No, I'm
details.
just saying. I want to like.
He wants to
Because
clarify.
it's for me, it's a good
Yeah.
memory as well. Because we used to hang out like I would go over to your house a lot. We'd play FIFA. We would go hiking. That I would actually go to the gym with you like around this time, and then this happened, and then I was kind of scared. Like, one, I was scared, and two, I'm like, this is my cousin, this is my boy. Like, how do I explain this? And then I think it took me like a week or two, like, of not going to your house. And then finally I was like me in my own head, I was like, man,
I
like,
was fucking eating him up alive.
yeah.
dude.
And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to his house, and I hit him up like, hey, you want to play FIFA? He's like, yeah. And then I went over, and then I told him exactly like that. Like
You've actually told this story on here before. Now I think about it.
Really?
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
I don't think we have.
think
Not
so.
on air, but you might have heard
You might
it.
have cut it though.
No, we never told the story.
Yeah, I've never heard this story.
This shit was fugly, bro.
But yeah, anyways,
This
then
shit was fugly.
yo, hey, okay, we don't got to go there.
No one knows who this is. Imagine she watched this.
Yo, okay.
He said it was cool. Now you're taking it too far.
He went from like, I don't know if I want to talk about it. Now he's going on.
He was airing it all out.
Yeah, that was that.
Oh my god.
That was good. That was a good memory actually.
All right, so mine is, well, originally I was going to come in with a Hollywood story, even though that's not the best memory, but it's just a funny story. But, you know, I told that one. So, you know what? Honestly, like, me and you have way too many memories together. And maybe this is a cop-out, but to me, like, it's more about what it was at the time. And for me, it was just, like, all those times that we'd spend together in, like, all of us, we were in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just chilling. And we did have that one friend that was always like, oh, dude, where are all the girls at? Where are all the girls at?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. But, like, for me, like, I didn't need that. Like,
Yeah.
I was cool just chilling with my homies in the garage, like, sipping beers and just, like, you know, just bullshitting.
Yeah.
And, like, we used to do that pretty often, you know? Yeah. But, like, I don't know. There is a recorded instance of it. And I think you have it, like, on your YouTube or whatever.
Oh, of us hanging out.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Like, you know, like, we didn't have to go anywhere. We weren't really partying. It was literally just, like, bunch of friends just bullshitting. Then at night we'd all like crash out here and stuff like that, and just, you know, duck butter weekends.
Yeah, I feel like our short like studio sessions is a little bit of that. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different, but I feel like just you know, bullshit in here is a little bit of what it used to be.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
I agree. Those were great times. Just like it's different times, right? Like we're younger. We don't really have too many responsibilities.
Nope.
We can spend the whole weekend just getting trashed. Like it's different times.
Different times, man. You're young.
We're still young. What do you mean?
I turn 30 next month.
Holy shit.
Then you're the last one. You're the last one in the 20s.
No, we still got the other Leo.
Yeah. What was the
All right.
Oh,
The
like,
second part of
out
the
all of us?
yeah, of us in here.
The second part of the question is, what's one thing you admire most about Nestor?
Oh, that was it. I don't want to fucking say anything else.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. So based off of that, one thing I'd probably admire, probably his loyalty. You know what I mean? Because he cared more about like how I was gonna feel about it than,
No, that's a good follow up
Yeah.
to that
Yeah.
answer you gave earlier. Yeah, that's a good follow up.
He's one loyal
It's his,
dude, bro.
his loyalty, dude. Bros before hoes.
You know, boy wanted a nut, and then
I was gonna say
and
like, he cared more about my feelings and how his fucking nuts felt afterwards.
oh god, what is this?
For me, it'd probably be creativity and action, because your boy's mad creative, like whether it be music or video. Like he could also get down the graphics if you really wanted to, but like it's one thing to like have the skill set and then another to fucking do it. And like he showed us like over and again like that he can and he does it, like especially with clear frames.
That is true. That's 100% true. For me, I would honestly like. It's funny because like you are younger than me, but like kind of like the way you feel about Pablo is probably the way I feel about you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like to me, like I know, like although I'm never really in a pinch, like thankfully, you know, like knock on wood or whatever. But if I did, like I knew, like I could probably hit you up and like I'd you know you'd be there and stuff like that. Like he's a loyal person, like out of anybody I know, like he's probably one of the most responsible people, and like you know he's I don't know, like if I was your dad, like that's what I'm saying, like how you were saying earlier about stuff, like I know like your dad, he might not might say it, but like he's probably like you know he's hella proud, you know, like he knows he's got. I think he is.
Sure.
He probably doesn't say it honestly, but like I mean he could have 2 fuck ups on his hand, you know, and he doesn't.
Yeah, that's true.
He only has me.
I don't know. If I was your guy's dad, I'd be proud. I'd be like, cool, I don't have to worry about these 2 motherfuckers no more.
All right. So do you guys feel better about yourselves or worse?
I don't know, man. I think at this point, I'm just kidding.
I think this is good. This is good.
This is a good exercise.
Yeah. Yeah. Love you guys.
I'm gonna go cry in the bathroom real quick. I love you too, man.
Cute.
We'll be right back.
And we're back. So, obviously, I mean, you guys are online, right? So, you guys heard about the Chinese weather balloon that was hanging over like Wyoming
I'm so
or like
confused
Montana?
about that.
Yeah.
They shot it down, right? Like
Something, yeah.
They already brought
so,
it down.
like, they were claiming that it supposedly accidentally floated over here and stuff like that. But a lot of like I think like gun-toting America was like freaking out about it. They're like, oh, they're spying on us.
yeah, it's a
this and
Chinese
that.
spy balloon or something.
Yeah. Well, it could be very true or whatever. But here's the thing, dude. Like, it's like China owns TikTok and they already like steal all our information off of
Yeah.
that. So it's they could pretty much be like, hey, we're not gonna sell you guys anything anymore because all of our stuff is produced over there. So if they really wanted to screw us over, they could.
Right.
So I don't think they need to spy on us with a weather balloon.
What states was that shit hovering over?
It was like Montana, like
I know,
Wyoming.
yeah, like South Carolina.
Yeah.
Or not South Carolina, was it South?
I don't know, something like
South
that.
Carolina's on the East Coast, or
Yeah.
on the east side.
I don't know.
I don't know, but
It was a giant balloon. They said it's funny because this is how America measures things, but they said it was like the size of 3 school buses or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That is pretty big.
That's huge.
How did that go unnoticed
That's
for so
because we
long?
don't. Yeah, because Americans
No,
don't use
so-
the metric system, so they gotta
Yeah.
compare it to like school buses.
So
Hey, we're the only ones that don't use it, huh? The
Yeah.
metric system.
so they knew about it, but they didn't just want to shoot it down. They had to wait for like the president's orders to shoot it down, which apparently took 3 days. But I'm so confused as to like how is that a spy balloon? Like I don't get it.
Well, there was some stuff attached to it. So there was like that. It was like an actual like balloon made of whatever the fuck those kind of balloons are made out of. But there was like a what looked like a I don't know, like satellite plates attached to it.
I don't know. I feel like you said, there's just easier ways.
I mean, China has to, like, we have satellites in the sky. China has to have satellites.
Yeah.
So if they really wanted to spy on us, they could.
I don't think they're allowed to have these like satellites go over our like
there would be a
our
way for us to
airspace.
tell, right? I would imagine.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, there's agreements between countries when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah.
Like you're not allowed to fly like your military.
Yeah, but airspace is different than space.
True.
Like, could you, like, because of the world, the Earth is like rotating at a certain degree and like all the time. Like, how could you really control where the satellites are going? You know?
You're right. I don't think they can.
Yeah.
But they're like
Who's gonna know?
telling like the local authorities, or the local authorities were like telling the residents not to shoot at it because apparently like, you know,
People are trying to shoot it down, dude.
your standard redneck was standing in his backyard with his freaking shotgun.
Classic America.
trying to snipe it out of the sky.
Just fucking shooting up in the air.
Yeah.
Dude, that reminds me too. You remember the balloon boy incident?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you actually follow up with that? Like how they thought that the boy was in the balloon?
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Yeah, he never was. He was at
never
home hiding in the attic.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep. And the father said that he was stuck in the balloon, so they were like following this kid for like.
Was that MySpace era?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was just doing it for clout because that might have been before like YouTube was
Probably,
even, like
yeah.
big, you know.
Wait, how old was this kid? Or the dad is the one that set it up?
The dad was the one that.
The
said it.
dad,
okay,
yeah.
okay, okay.
The boy was a little boy. A little like
He was like
6 or 8.
7, like 6 or
Yeah.
7. Yeah.
And he just said his son was stuck in the like he was floating in the fucking sky.
that
Like,
his son
Yeah.
had crawled into it, which it wasn't very big, like so there wouldn't have like lifted a person, you know.
Was
like
this a weather balloon too?
I think it was a weather balloon,
Yeah.
but I don't like the size of it. I don't think it would have been able to carry a person. But I remember, they had
Was
the
the size
police.
of a school bus.
They had they had a police chase for it. Like there was like cars like following it,
Following
waiting
it?
for it,
Yeah.
and then finally I think it just like ended up like running out of air, and they run up to it. They're all like tackling it and trying to like save this kid that was like
no,
non-existent.
it's just a fucking balloon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd have been disappointing, dude. Yeah, because
Did he get fined for that?
Yeah,
Because he was
had
hiding
to.
his kid, right?
Yeah, no, he had to because of all the services that they put towards that,
I
dude.
think they just said that. I think he just said that his kid was hiding, like he was hiding from him.
No, but,
Oh,
like,
so he didn't know that he actually thought the kid. Supposedly, he thought
Yeah,
the kid was up there.
Supposedly, he thought like his kid
I
was
don't know,
there.
how long was the balloon in the air for?
It was like hours, bro.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hours.
Hours.
It's going on for hours.
He could have been hiding. He could have been hiding.
Yeah.
No, it was set up. It came out later
Yeah?
on that they knew.
Oh,
Yeah, the mom
okay.
and the dad were both in on it. Like they just wanted, like it wasn't like the first time like the dad
Free
had like
clout,
tried to do
dude.
some shit to like
That's funny.
get his 5 minutes of fame or some shit.
Because you can get fined for like not using like 911 right and stuff like that, for like calling for like stupid reasons.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like you get in trouble for that.
Mhm.
Did you guys ever dial 911 when you were a kid?
Oh, plenty of
I
times.
feel like I did once.
Did
Yeah.
the cops show up?
No. No, they always called back.
Okay, and
On, like, the house
someone
phone or
answered.
whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did it once too. I had, I think every kid
I
does.
think every
it.
kid
Yeah.
does.
That's funny. That's crazy. But yeah. Also, the other big thing right now going on is Netflix. Did you hear about that?
How they're not allowing the users to share that account if they're not within the same household.
So
Something
here's
like
the
that?
thing, like once, like if you're sharing, like, a lot of significant others, they get in a relationship, you're like, you know what, like, I
Yeah.
got you, baby. Like, you can have my Netflix account. You know,
Uh-huh.
what's mine is yours, and stuff like that. And a long time ago, they tweeted that they're like, oh, Netflix is love. Love is sharing your password with your significant other. Like they tweeted that was like their big thing. And over the years, I think at first it was unlimited. You could share with whoever the fuck you want. And as years went by, like they started limiting it. Like, oh, you can only share with 4 people.
4 users, yeah.
And then I think you had to pay more to like share with more people.
Yeah,
than
you
that.
did.
Yeah, you did,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. But you know what? I saw it going this way because here's the thing, dude. Like everybody at this point has Netflix, right?
Uh-huh.
Or someone else's password.
Yeah.
So eventually they were gonna have to cut it down so they could get more money because they don't really advertise. Like they don't have commercials,
Mm-hmm.
So like, they have to pull money from somewhere. So I was like, I always saw that coming. Like they were gonna restrict that or whatever.
So what exactly are they doing now?
So say you're sharing it with Steph or whatever,
Uh-huh.
she has your password or vice versa, you have hers.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to keep using it, you have to log in through her, or you have to like connect to her Wi-Fi once a month.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the rule?
Yeah, that's the rule.
Okay.
But obviously, a lot of people aren't going to be able to do. Well, here's the other thing. So the internet, like, obviously was enraged and they attacked them and stuff like that. So they rescinded on it. Like, they're like, oh, no, that's not in effect. That
Also,
wasn't
they're
true.
not doing it anymore.
Nah.
Yeah, because I mean, there was a lot of arguments, like, for those parents that pay for their college kids.
Right,
stuff.
right, yeah.
Like, how are you gonna do that?
Yeah.
Your son or your daughter could be across the country.
With all the streaming services, like everything is a fucking streaming service now. Like, I probably wouldn't miss Netflix too much
I
if
wouldn't,
I got rid
yeah.
of it. Do I use it? Yeah. But can I get around without it? Yes.
Yeah. There's just too much stuff out there.
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'll find something else to watch.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. So that's probably why they said, never mind. Because they know that too. It's like, it's a big competition now for every fucking streaming network. There's just too many. Speaking of which, when's the last time you guys like bought a DVD?
Funny you should say that. No, I'm just kidding. No, but the last time was I bought Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay.
Right after I'd watched it. So
Well,
like a month ago or so.
I say that because I actually bought 2 DVDs
Funny you should ask.
a couple days ago. And
Why buy Blu-rays? I'm a little bit snobby.
I went
Same.
to, of all places, I found these at the Dollar Tree.
Hell yeah. In one of those
Which, by the
bins.
way, everything is $1.25 now, so what the fuck? It's not even $1 anymore.
False advertising.
But I found,
Scam.
of all things, I found fucking Boyhood.
Hell yeah.
which I talk about a lot. It's one of my favorite movies,
I watched
and
it.
it's a Blu-ray. And I saw the whole stack of DVDs, and I fucking this is the first one they caught my Hobo with the Shotgun. That's a fucking movie we watched like way back when, and it holds some sentiment to that.
To be fair, I don't even remember what happened.
I don't either.
Movie.
I don't either, but I know we hold some kind of sentiment to it, so I fucking bought it so we can watch it.
Hell yeah.
I mean, we could probably find it online, but I had to buy it. I was like, it's fucking dope. But yeah, I was kind of upset when I was like, oh, everything's $1.25, but still a real good deal for those movies. But also like
Boyhood Blu-ray actually for $1.25. That's really
That's
good.
a
well,
steal,
I was
yeah.
gonna ask, like,
Any
does that
Blu-ray.
mean that my taste in movies maybe is shit? Because all the other movies there were like, what the fuck is this? This looks dumb. Does that mean that Boyhood is one of those movies that's maybe like, okay, this is kind of like a bad movie?
Yeah, I feel like if it's there, if you found it at a pile
Yeah.
of $1.25, it's probably not a good movie.
That's what I was thinking too.
No, I feel like a lot of people don't know about that movie.
I
It's
don't
just
know.
underrated.
I've never heard of it.
It floated under the radar.
You're a bad listener because I brought it up at least 10 times on this podcast.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know or haven't seen those old things, it's a crazy thing. So it has big names in it. It has Ethan Hawke, who's a big actor. But
Patricia Arquette.
yeah. Oh yeah, Patricia Arquette. And the crazy thing about it is the little boy in it. Well, all the cast remains in it, but they filmed it over the span of 10 years, right?
Yeah, the boy and the girl, brother and sister.
Yeah. So like you see the kid at every different stage of his life between like
He goes from a boy
from
to
like 6 to like
preteen, puberty,
to going to
teen,
college.
20.
Who's this actor now? What's his name?
The boy?
Yeah.
The kid, I don't know if he's ever done anything after that, but
Yeah, so the Elar Coltrane.
Coltrane.
Imagine
yeah.
getting paid throughout those whole years, like as a child.
Yeah, I mean, that's insane. Literally, like, followed him through his whole life.
Is it like a low budget film?
No, I mean,
I mean, probably.
I mean, those two actors are big, dude. But also, like, when they first hired Ethan Hawke and Patricia Arquette, like, I wonder where they were in life as far as acting goes.
think about that. Somebody like came up to him and was like, "Hey, I want to make this movie, but it's gonna take 10 years of film." Like obviously they weren't filming and he was doing different shit in between all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, can you think so far ahead of him and be like, in 10 years, yeah, I'll be down to do this, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But he signed up for it, you know? That's wild. It's a
I
good
wonder
movie.
if he had like what movies he had at the time when they first approached him with the script, or when he first like read for the script.
Like, what other movies he did.
Yeah, I wonder, did he do Training Day already at that point? Do you think, or was
Training Day he was already past that, yeah, because that was young Denzel. So that was a while.
Oh,
ago.
Denzel
Okay.
Curry's in this?
No.
Denzel
Oh.
Curry. I mean, he makes good music, but I didn't know he acted.
Wrong Denzel, my bad.
Finally, fucking watched Wakanda Forever. It's on Disney Plus, by the
Yeah.
way, if you guys haven't watched it yet.
So your thoughts, bro?
Dude, I forgot what it was about, man.
Okay.
That's been like months in the making.
Yeah. I was hoping Namor was gonna be more of a hero.
He's like an
I don't even know if he's an anti. Well, I guess he
Yeah,
kind of
he's
is
like
an
an
anti-hero because
anti-hero.
he's like fighting for he's
for his people.
His people.
Yeah.
Like he is an anti-hero because his like mission isn't like harm anybody else. It's
He's
to protect his own
he's
people.
protecting his people, but like I thought he was gonna be more like more on the Wakanda side instead of fighting Wakanda. You know what I mean?
I'm glad they didn't kill him though.
Same. I was
Yeah, I'm
I was
so
literally
glad
gonna
they
say the
didn't
same
kill him.
thing.
Yeah.
Because Marvel's known for killing like Jake Gyllenhaal. I liked
Uh-huh.
him in fucking Spider-Man.
Yep.
He killed him off.
Yeah.
But
Now, is he or is he not the feathered god that came out on Thor? He's not, right?
Came
the
out on
same-
Thor.
Yeah,
On which one?
on what was it? Was it Ragnarok?
Or Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. The one with all the gods.
Yeah.
Love and Thunder.
That wasn't him, right? That
He was not on Love and Thunder.
Well, not him as the actor, but they portrayed
They
like
portray him.
like
Honestly,
feathered god.
probably. I got to go back and look at it.
I don't think
Yeah, I
it
gotta
is.
watch that too now.
But there is a Greek god, Mercury, who also has feathered feet.
Okay, yeah, but the one on Love and Thunder had like the whole like Aztec like
Oh, it might be him then.
headpiece.
It probably was them because they do everything like planned. Like they don't do it. Nothing's a mistake. You know, they know what they're doing.
I mean, all in all, though, I thought it was good. It was a great movie.
I liked his scenes, like when he's taking out the fucking helicopters and shit. And
Yeah.
they're flying around and zooming.
I'm glad that it wasn't like artificial wings on his ankles. I'm
Yeah.
glad it was an actual
dude,
mutant.
Oh
like,
yeah, the graphics on that was
Yeah, it was
insane,
great.
dude.
It was great.
Marvel just doesn't disappoint. How'd you
The
guys
internet
like?
would disagree with you. They get so much shit for their
Really?
CGI. Yeah.
I love their CGI. I can't-
yeah, their
oh,
CGI
okay.
wasn't the best. There's some
Really?
shit that's like, oh wow, still looks like this, huh?
Did you cry? That's a real question. I forgot.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
been so
yeah.
long. Did you cry?
I didn't cry.
I did.
I cried. I cried
no,
like 3 times.
In the beginning, yeah, with this funeral, yeah, yeah, because well, we knew that he actually died, or like why he died, you know.
Yeah, I got a little. I got sad, but
Sentimental.
I didn't cry. I think just because it's.
I held it, but I was.
Yeah, I
supposed to
think
cry.
I held it. Maybe
I held it. But I was
held
supposed
it.
to cry because my girl was right there. I couldn't.
Yeah, same. Low key,
That
same.
man ain't no bitch, you know.
Yeah, I'm a man. I punch myself that way. I don't cry.
I'll try that next time.
Yeah, but do you guys hear about or what's the you know when what's her name? What's the sister's name?
Shuri.
When Shuri goes into like the whole like when she like swallows
The flower.
the flower, and she sees what's the cousin's name?
Killmonger.
Killmonger. She goes, "You're the reason my brother's dead," and then he goes, "No, you're the reason your brother's dead." Like what's he talking about? Because
Probably because he was
he's-
defending her. I don't know.
He's the one. So Killmonger's the one that burned down all the flowers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Maybe
therefore-
because he could have resurrected, right? With the flowers.
Because if you remember, like in the first one, like the dude who gets injured, the white dude, I can't remember his name, Agent, whatever. She's also kind of in charge of medical there, and they kind of mentioned it like between her and the mom that like he was sick and like they were trying to figure out how to save him, and she wasn't able to. Like obviously she's like in charge of like medical shit in like Wakanda and stuff like that. So like she wasn't able to find a cure for. They never say what he has, but whatever ailment he has. And, yeah.
Well, he got shot, didn't he?
No, they said he was sick.
They said he was sick.
Yeah, they said he died from the illness. Yeah.
No. The agent. How did she save the agent?
Oh yeah, I think he did get shot.
Oh, he did get
Yeah,
shot.
he
No,
got shot, right?
it might have been like frag. Oh no, he did take a bullet. He took a bullet for the other girl.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think the sister did a really good acting job in that one.
Oh yeah, she's
and
good.
especially the mom, that speech she gives.
Yeah,
when
she
she's
put her
like, "I
heart
lost
in
my
that.
son.
She put her heart in that
Yeah,
movie.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did a really good job.
I like the end too, where they go back to his girlfriend's. Where was she? She was in the. What
In
island?
Haiti. Haiti.
Oh, Haiti. Yeah, she was in Haiti. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a little boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That was cool.
So he's little Prince, right? Prince
That
T'Challa.
that should be him. He should be.
Or was
next
it?
in line
Was
for
it?
the
Did they
throne.
name him T'Challa or T'Chaka? Or he was named T'Challa, right?
T'Challa after his dad.
T'Challa
Yeah.
was the dad. T'Chaka was the grandpa.
His dad.
No, he was named after his dad, after the boy's dad. So T'Challa.
Yeah.
Which also another thing. So by Shuri not being there to battle for the spot of king or queen, does that mean that what's that guy's name? Is he king now?
The what's his name? The gorilla guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That means he's king now, right?
Yeah. Gorilla guy.
Well, no, that was the thing of the tribe.
Yeah.
That was like their like mascot or whatever.
Yeah,
So
he has a name. I can't remember his name right now.
So is Prince T'Challa when he grows up? Is he gonna go like fight that guy?
I think at this point they've established a good enough relationship that he would just step down. Don't you think?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he can power can get to his head. You know,
That's true.
I don't know how it's even any of that's written in the comics.
I don't think he would step down.
sorry. He fought so long in the for that position. He finally got it, so he's not gonna just.
Yeah, that's
go
what I
easily.
think.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd make for an interesting story.
also, will they go that far into the future with this shit?
I don't know, man.
Maybe they
I
got so
don't
many
know.
young actors. They got the chick that designed that that weapon for them. The chick that they
Ironheart.
Ironheart, yeah.
But she's gonna replace
Iron
Tony
Man.
Stark. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Riri will.
Yeah, because they sent her back to the U.S. to New York, right? New York.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's gonna the new Iron Man.
Yeah.
So much good stuff happening, dude.
Ant-Man comes out, I think, next weekend.
They're gonna kill him off, right?
I think
That's
yeah,
the
it
whole
looks like
plan?
it. Looks
Yeah.
like it.
I think so. But speaking of crying, you watched You've been watching Last
Yeah, I
of Us?
have been.
Have you?
Yeah,
What'd you think?
I love it.
Dude, it's been
fucking dope.
so fucking...
Yeah.
Dude, all right, so, like, Well, I definitely cried the first. Like it's crazy because I knew it was gonna happen, but I still cried when his. I mean, it's not a spoiler. His daughter died. Do you know what The Last of Us is?
The what?
The Last of Us.
I think I've seen it.
It's a video game turned into a current series on HBO with
Starring Pedro Pascal. Yeah.
It's basically a real version of Mandalorian.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Instead of aliens and like outer space, it's humans and zombies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like here's the thing: like you would have thought like people would have been through with like zombie shit, especially because like The Walking Dead at this point is like played out, right?
I think it's already done.
I think it's done. Yeah.
Is it finally?
Yeah.
Like after like 13 seasons or some shit like that.
I stopped watching it after like season 6 or
I
7.
think everyone usually stops at
Yeah.
the same spot.
It just want to like
when Rick turns into a bitch, that's when I lose interest.
Oh, he was so good when I was watching it.
Oh, okay, no,
Yeah,
he
but I
turned into a
stopped.
bitch. So that's when I was like, yeah, this is.
I started right before he turned into a bitch.
Okay.
I stopped right there.
Like, what
but
do you mean? Like, he was like an asshole or like
No, like he turned into like a fucking loser.
a crybaby? and
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, a
pretty much,
crybaby. He wouldn't stop
he
crying.
became someone else's bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Negan's.
yeah.
So
shit? I'm glad I stopped watching it. He had like a newborn too, right? Around like season 6 or season 7, there was like a baby that was just born.
no, it was like season 2 or 3 when the baby was born.
Oh, and that was a boy. That was
That was a girl, because the mom dies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I think she was like because the mom got bit while she was giving birth, right?
Uh-huh.
So I think she might have had some of that in her, the baby, but kind of like The Last of Us, where it's like maybe a patient zero type of thing, right? Is that
Yeah.
what happened?
You know, so the interesting thing that they've been doing in this that they never did in the video game is like they've been like explaining the scientific part of it, and all that stuff, which I think is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Because you get something you never got before.
Well, the reason they also had to do that was because of the fungus. How they mentioned like, because the director said, you know how like the spores, I think it's called.
Yeah.
He said, okay, in a video game that makes sense. Basically, like there's like a cloud of the fungus that goes on, and you can't breathe it in, right?
It's like mold, like real
Yeah.
life. Like if you
Yeah,
go
yeah.
into a fridge that has mold, the spores are gonna be floating around everywhere.
And the director was like, okay, well, that doesn't make sense in real life because it would just be spreading everywhere everywhere. And he's all, so we had to like find a way to cut that out, but we still kind of hold true to the video game. And his idea was, okay, we have fungus that grows for upwards of a mile. And instead of having like little clouds of spores everywhere, you have the fungus everywhere.
and it's all connected like underground.
So if you step on it, or if somehow it can travel up to upwards of a mile, and then that alerts the clickers. Instead of zombies, they call them clickers. That allows the clickers to know that
Dude,
there's somebody in
They
that
did
area.
that so well.
Yeah, they're really good with that. It's a fucking interesting watch, especially if you played the video game. But the beauty of it is you don't need to play the video game to get sucked into that show.
Okay, so did you see after the first episode, the sales in the first video game jumped up 322%?
I did. That's crazy. Damn, I believe it though.
Yeah.
Is this a new video game?
Nah, dude. This
old.
game- I played this video game. It's remained my favorite video
The
game.
second one's not that old.
PS3.
The second one. PS3.
PS3?
The first one was on PS3.
I bought it on PS4, but it's a PlayStation greatest hits before the show was made. So it's a great game. The second one's a little bit newer, and I mean,
The second one came out when PS4. No, when PS5 was just about to be released.
Yeah, so it came out on
So
PS4.
it came out at the end of the PS4 life cycle, and it transferred over to the PS5.
Yeah.
So it's only a couple years old.
and before the game came out, I think they remade the
they remake
the
it
first
for the
one.
for the 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crossed 3 different platforms.
They remade it that way. Like the visuals are more.
What kind of
appealing.
video game is it? Like, what do you?
It's like a zombie, like Patient Zero.
It's not like Modern Warfare where you're just like going guns blazing.
Kind
But
of like a
that-
Resident Evil?
it's more like
It's a story.
Yeah,
You watch a
dude.
story, then you got to do like a little mission, then you watch another story, you do the mission. Like it's
a
one of those
movie.
video
It's a
games.
movie in itself. Like it's like very cinematic and stuff like that. But yeah, it was to me. It was just like when I played it, it was a beautiful game. Like on PS3 graphics, I was like, dude, this looks amazing. And like, so I can only imagine on PS5 graphics now, you know. But like, yeah, dude, like it's a beautiful story. Like the way it's written is just written really well. And yeah, I think people feel like they're missing out because they haven't played the game, so they went back and like bought it.
You know, Steph never played it, but she actually long before. I mean, even before I played it, she had watched it on Like she had watched live play, like I don't know,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
streamer playing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
She actually bought me the game because she liked it so much when she watched somebody
Oh,
play
really?
online. Yeah. So she
Yeah.
introduced
So
me
if
to
it
the
wasn't
game.
for her, then you would have never played.
No,
it, probably.
I wouldn't. I don't think I
Yeah.
would have bought it for myself, to be honest with you. And so she bought me that game, and then I watched somebody gameplay Detroit Become Human. That's when I bought that.
That's
That
my
would be a
next
dope
one.
show.
I've literally been watching somebody play it, and I'm gonna download it. But yeah, but beautiful. Like this. All right, so the last episode.
Yeah,
What'd you think?
it was good.
It was a very
It was
good
very
episode, dude.
very sad and
But that doesn't happen in the video game. So HBO did that on their own.
yeah. So the story is in the video game very very briefly. They don't.
Yeah.
They
It's
talk
like
about.
mentioned in a
He
note,
talks
I
about
think.
his partner.
Yeah.
But they don't. They both don't die, right? In
No,
the video
no,
game,
no, no. I think
Just
they
a
live,
partner.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
a partner. But yeah, no, they did a good job with that, and it was
Nick,
very
Nick
sad.
Offerman. Yeah, he did a really good
I
job.
think with me, it got me when he was reading the letter, not so much when they both drank whatever the fuck they drank.
I like the ending scene, like where like it shows a window where you know they're both of them are dead, and it just like pans out. And
Yeah.
you just see like
Yeah, that was
like
nice.
Ellie and Joel leave, and it's just like
Today's episode's gonna be dope.
yeah.
It's gonna be good. Rick and Morty, you guys fans?
I stopped watching like season like 3 or 2 or something like that.
You?
I never got into it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan either. I can watch it, but I was never like crazy about it. I never understood the craze.
It was one of those things that the fan base ruined it for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't care
How,
about that.
how old were we when Rick and Morty started coming up? Because I think I was like already like
Early 20s.
I was gonna say like
it was early 20s.
I was in my
I didn't-
20s when it was out.
I didn't really get into like
Animated.
animated cartoons, animated series.
You never liked The Simpsons?
I did when I was younger, but as I got older, like I got over it. I'll still watch King of the Hill or Family Guy.
Which,
But
by the way,
like,
King of the Hill is coming back.
really?
Yeah, it is.
I think
On
I did hear
Hulu.
about
On
that.
Hulu.
Yeah.
But I was never into like Bob's Burgers or like
See,
Rick
I
and Morty.
I
Hey,
never
hey,
got
hey,
into it.
hey, chill out. We have a Bob's Burgers fan right here.
yeah,
I know.
Pablo. Big
He's
fan.
about to hop over this desk.
Yeah,
And
get out of here with all that nonsense.
Yeah, like I couldn't get into like the Cleveland show, even though I like Family Guy.
So Rick and Morty, the one of the co-creator, co-founder, whatever, he actually got fired because
he didn't step down?
he got fired because he had some allegations like domestic violence allegations. Here's the thing though, he voices Rick and Morty, but they have a 10-season contract. I think they're like in the middle of season 7 right now.
Dang.
So they were saying that they're actually going to complete the contract without him, which in
that
my
they're
head I'm like,
keeping-
how?
Yeah.
Like, how does that work? Do they find somebody? I'm sure there's somebody that can like remake the voice.
He wasn't just a voice, though. He was a writer. Like
yeah. He's the co-creator
Yeah.
of it, but he was the voice of Rick and Morty.
He was very method with it, because I know when I was into it, like the scenes where like Rick was drunk, he would actually he would get drunk in the studio.
Oh, dope.
So it'd be like accurate as fuck, and he would do Rick's voice all fucked up.
Damn.
So like, the burps and all that like were real as fuck.
Yeah.
So what happened with him and his wife? Did they?
I don't know. I didn't care enough to like look at the facts with that, but I just know that I thought it was interesting enough that he's the voice of the two main characters,
And they cut this
they
off?
want to complete the contract, which is interesting.
The
Isn't
funny
that,
thing,
isn't that crazy how some people get away with stuff like that? Like we got like Joe Rogan, who was on camera like shoving and like
Joe Rogan.
not Joe Rogan, my bad. Dana White. Shoving
you're
his
off. That's all Curry.
Denzel
Yeah, you're off the
shoved
game
his
today.
wife. Shoved his wife at the. At
He
some, like, club or
smacked her.
whatever,
He
smacked her around.
I think she smacked him, and then he smacked her
Yeah,
back.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, like nothing. You know, it was on the air for a day or two, and then after that, everyone pretty much forgot about it. Nothing really.
Yeah, he did his
didn't
own
really affect the
apology
UFC.
tour thing.
Yeah.
It's like you know who Sean Connery is, the actor.
No.
He was the first James Bond.
Mhm.
So he's a very old actor. He doesn't act anymore. But he like did an interview, and in the interview, like he straight up, I believe he's Scottish.
Mm-hmm.
So in the interview, he's like, sometimes you just have to smack a bitch. And he never got canceled for that. But he straight up in an interview said like, sometimes you just got to smack her, to like,
You know who
let
is
her know
canceled?
what's up.
Alec
Clear
Baldwin.
fanboys. No, just kidding.
Alec Baldwin.
Finally.
That
Honestly,
dude-
I've heard he's a piece of shit.
Well, you guys heard how he killed somebody, right?
Yeah, we
On
covered it. We
Yeah.
covered when he shot.
Well,
accidentally
now
shot somebody.
he's facing manslaughter charges for that.
Yeah, and I said it originally. I was like, somebody has to go to jail. Like, they're not just gonna be like, oh, you know what, it was an
Yeah.
accident.
So now they're saying, and I don't know if it has to do with like the whole lawsuit, but they're saying that he skipped out on one of his gun training classes for that movie, and that the classes that he did go to, they're saying that he was like just being a piece of shit, like not paying attention, like making light of the whole situation. And then fucking sure enough, when it comes to filming, there was live rounds for whatever reason on the gun, and he fucking shoots the camera person and kills the camera person.
This was he a director or an actor? He was an actor.
He was an
an
actor
actor,
in this
yeah.
film, yeah.
Okay.
And
I
he's,
don't think he's ever directed anything.
I don't know.
I don't know who the guy
Maybe
is.
producer role. You know who Alec Baldwin is?
No.
30 Rock.
30 Rock.
Yeah.
Famously of the Baldwin brothers. You ever seen Beetlejuice?
Like I know the name, but like I don't pay attention.
I
to
think
this
he was well known for 30 Rock from the Sun, I think it's
Yeah.
called.
No, but have you ever watched his roast?
I
His Comedy
don't think
Central
I did,
roast?
no.
Like, all right, so it's funny, you know, but like you could kind of tell that like all the jokes are backhanded.
Yeah, like
Like they're like, you're a piece of shit, and ha 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 ha.
yeah,
like, everybody
no,
laughs,
yeah,
you
he
know?
just has to laugh.
And
Yeah.
even his own daughter like shows up, who is married to Justin Bieber. If I'm not correct, but
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
but
forget that
even
was
his own daughter shows up and's like, dude, like, Daddy, you're a piece of shit, like, blah blah blah.
I think his brother is a famous director, right?
all his brothers have been in in acting roles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The Baldwins.
But yeah, I think he's being held accountable for that one.
So I 100% believe that he went to those gun training.
The
like,
thing is,
things.
like, how does a live round end up on one?
But
of
I'm
these?
more worried about like how are we not CGIing fucking
guns at this point.
yeah, you know what I mean? They do such a great job with shit like that.
So yeah, but when you're like a movie snob, sometimes like practical effects look way better than the CGI.
I don't know.
I'm a
dude.
practical effects guy, honestly.
I think it's so easy to have a fucking fake gun that can easily look real. I mean, people out here get killed by cops for having fake guns because they
Well-
look so real. You know what I mean?
The thing is, like, this is not the first time it happened. Like The Crow, Brandon Lee.
Yeah, that's the most famous one. Was the
Bruce
Brandon
Lee's
Lee
son.
one?
Yeah, that's how he died.
I think that one was that one an actual blank, but it actually killed him. Or was that a live round?
it was a live round.
It was a live round.
A lot of people say that it was a hit on purpose.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one they were saying was a aimed attack at him.
Yeah.
But like, dude, I don't know. You would think it would just take one, like that incident. Fucking over 10, what was it 10, 15, maybe in 20 years? It's been a long time. You would think that incident alone in Hollywood would be like, okay, well, we can't use real guns anymore. But no, apparently they still do, and it's like,
Or things with like in that nature, like you would think like you don't single check it, you don't double check it. That type of stuff you triple check, you know? You would think, right?
I don't know, man. It's
Like in that, like, you know, like it's like if they're gonna set off an explosion, you're not just like, all right, set it off. Like every I'm pretty sure they make sure that everything's fucking
yeah,
clear.
yeah. And we're, I don't know. That's stupid. The fact that it happened, like that sucks for the family. So yeah, he's getting sued, and he's probably gonna go to jail.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, Martha Stewart survived jail, so he could survive jail for sure. But so all right, here's a question for you guys. So like, you know, obviously like we have things going on with like Korea and like all that stuff, you know, stuff that doesn't really get talked about. But like being in California, like we're the closest in range to being hit by a nuclear missile. Aside from like probably Hawaii or whatever.
Alaska.
Yeah, but
You can literally walk
who the fuck is gonna shoot Alaska?
You can walk from Alaska to Russia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, during the
when
the winter.
the ocean's frozen.
I didn't think California was the closest in range.
They've always said that before.
The West Coast is.
Well, it's the most
Yeah.
important. Like, I mean, you could like do the northern states, but like, who the fuck cares?
I thought East Coast would have made more sense with the whole like stock, like day trading and shit like that.
no, because they would have to.
Like financially, I thought East Coast would have made more sense.
That's
I
what
think the Atlantic is bigger. Actually,
yeah.
no.
Well,
we don't know
no,
what the
but
specific
there's
is.
so many continents in between, like Korea and the Atlantic. Like, you would have to cross so much.
Yeah.
Like, it would it would get shot out of the sky. Before
Yeah.
it
No.
reached.
Yeah. I think the West Coast is closer to both North Korea and Russia, which
Yeah.
would be, or China maybe.
So you say, let's say
balloon across.
you're chilling, you know, you look up in the sky, you got like, you see something heading, you turn on your TV, you see like, oh, it's 10 minutes before impact. Like, what are you doing in your final 10 minutes?
I'm fucking hoping that our military system identifies this flying object way before it's even in the range of the states, dude.
Especially with like 10 minutes, I feel like they can counter that. Like
they can shoot
easy.
it down. Yeah. I mean, we got the Pacific Ocean, which is the biggest body of water. I'm hoping that we have some sort of like missile defense mechanism going on.
Okay, but
there.
hypothetical. I'll go with hypothetical. Fuck, I don't.
Fuck that.
Last 10, I mean, what can I do? Last 10
I ain't
minutes.
trying to get hypothetical with this shit, dude.
I'll go to the bathroom, bust a nut.
As
You know
impact
what?
cutting down.
Yeah, 10 minutes. My girl lives 7 minutes away. I only need 2 minutes. We're good. We're gonna make this shit happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I have fucking brace for impact, dude. What the fuck else can I do? You know, where am I? Am I at home?
You're not telling nobody no final words, nothing like that.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna call Steph. I'm gonna maybe I'll call Steph and text everybody else. You know.
So let's go back in time. 10 minutes before impact, you call Big Cat to let him know that you hooked up with that girl.
Don't
Just kidding.
don't call. You can just text me. You don't have to call me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna-
If there's 10 minutes left, dude, I'm not mad if you text me.
Yeah.
No, but apparently Jim Carrey, he was back in 2018. I don't remember this, but apparently there was a nuclear missile scare.
2018.
2018.
Was that when they sent
Yeah.
like that mass Hawaii
Yeah.
message? Like, yeah.
Yeah. And apparently Jim Carrey was there. I don't know if he was recording or like filming or anything, but he was there with like his daughter, and he gets a text message from his personal assistant saying or I think a phone call, he said, and she's like crying. She's like, "Oh my God, you have like 10 minutes before the," and like he fully believed it, and he's sitting there with like his daughter, and he's like, "Damn, like, you know, like what do I say? What do I do?" Like,
I remember this.
dude, I can only imagine, dude.
So what did he say? What did he do? Like,
He didn't specifically like say like what he said, but he said it was a lot of like heartfelt stuff, like, you know,
Okay.
like made sure his daughter knew that he loved
so let's
her.
try this. How about let's say there's 10 minutes left, and you decide, you know what? I am gonna call everyone. Why don't you call Big Cat right now?
Brrring, brrring. No, you know what? I'm gonna FaceTime him. I'm not even gonna call him.
All right.
Big Cat. Hey man,
what's up?
I've never told you this before, but I always thought you were a good friend. Even though I didn't really hang out with you, I would have wished we spent more time together. I wish I could have got to know you.
You okay? What the fuck's going on?
No man, there's a nuclear missile coming.
What
You
the
know?
fuck?
He hangs up on me.
Now you gotta call. Now you're gonna call me. Now you're like, oh fuck, I gotta call my family. Now you call me.
All right, FaceTime. Hey, dude.
What? Dude, I know I heard. What's up, man?
All
I
right.
wasn't doing anything weird.
I'll see you on the other side.
All right, love you, brother. All right, Pablo. Call him Pablo.
But you have to call him a couple times because he doesn't answer his phone all
Fuck.
the
All
time.
right, let me text him. Oh, he just texted me back. What's up, dude? Answer your phone. All right. God damn it, Pablo, answer your phone. Pablo.
Yeah, what up?
Dude, remember that one day that you woke up with pink eye and I promised you I didn't fart on your pillow? That was me, man. I just want to tell you that before we die. We're going to die, by the way. Love you.
I didn't fart on your pillow. I wiped my ass with it. Bye.
That's for taking a shower at 5:30 in the morning when I was trying to get ready for work.
Wild.
Damn, so we really going to do each other like that?
Hey, mine was heartfelt. He hung up on me. I truly meant that. But yeah,
Sorry, dude, but you tell me you got 10 minutes left. I'm gonna go.
10 minutes is a lot of time. You can
10
do
minutes
you
is
can
a
do
lot of time.
stuff in-
No, but he wants to, his dirty ass wants to drive to his girl's house, and
Catch
I
up
probably
on
wouldn't
it,
make
bro.
it to my. Depending on what day of the week it is, I probably wouldn't make it.
I
to my
wouldn't make
girl's
it.
house.
Yeah, I wouldn't make it. I
I'm
wouldn't.
running red lights. I don't care.
You and like fucking
Everyone else.
everyone else, like, yeah, you're not going to make it, dude.
You ain't the only one that knows.
Yeah, you're going to get stuck in traffic.
You know what's funny? That if Paulo were to survive that shit or whatever, like he's the only one to survive, he would have just thought it was his alarm going off or some shit. You got the air raid sirens.
I'm not trying to snooze that shit.
Fuck, man. But yeah. But also, in other words, speaking of war and shit like that, so apparently back during
Can I just say we weren't speaking of war?
nuclear threat.
Nuclear freaking missiles.
Yeah, but that's not war.
That's an act of war, bro.
All right, act of terror. That's an act of
somebody
terror.
nukes you, you're just gonna take that lightly. Just be like, oh, it's okay, you know.
That's an act of terror.
Don't worry about it.
Nobody mentioned war.
Okay. Anyways, so during World War II, everybody knows the famous, Pearl Harbor or whatever. Yeah. But unknowingly, at the same time, there was like Japan apparently had a military sub off the coast of Oregon, I believe, and like they weren't satisfied with just like attacking Hawaii or whatever. So I don't know how the fuck they did this, but they somehow launched an airplane off the top of the submarine. They launched a single airplane that was able to carry one bomb or like missile or whatever. So like they couldn't really do like much damage. And they, for whatever reason, they decided to attack Oregon. But their thought was like Oregon's heavily forested, so they're like, we're just gonna burn down all their trees. So we'll bomb like the forest, and it'll start a huge forest fire, and like they'll just be like, they'll be fucked. Unknowingly, they didn't know that it rains a lot like up north. So they launched this airplane, right? It goes over Oregon. It ends up like dropping the bomb in a forest. A little fire starts or whatever. All the forest rangers, like obviously they hear it, but they thought it was like, maybe like
thunder
or like thunder. I think there was a storm at the time, so I think they might have thought it was just thunder or whatever. But they did see the smoke or whatever, and they were like, I think they were able to like two forest rangers were able to put it out within like 2 hours or something like that.
Oh, a little fire.
Yeah, and they never thought nothing of it after that. I think the pilot of the plane ended up having like emergency land because like he probably didn't have enough fuel to make it back home. And he like lived out his like he was like in hiding, lived out a couple of years, and then somehow made his way back to Japan. And like I guess like maybe Japan like released a statement saying like, oh, we attacked blah 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 and stuff like that, and that's how they later on, or they might have found the plane, and that's how they later end up finding out that they were attacked by this person or whatever. But like years passed by or whatever, and then like they just like Oregon like decided to make something of it, like because obviously there's a tribute. If you go to Hawaii, there's a Pearl Harbor tribute. I've actually been to it.
Yeah.
So like Oregon decided to do their own for like this little instance or whatever. And they decided to start holding a festival. And then one year they're like, hey, like, why don't we invite the pilot? So they send the pilot an invitation or whatever. And then like him seeing this, he's like, fuck, like they're going to fuck me up. They're going to kill me, like they're going to like stone me to death or some shit. So it's full like he had like a 200-year-old Japanese sword that he would take into battle with him every single time. Like in the airplane, he had it with him. And he would always take it with him. So he decides he's like, fuck it, I'm going to accept that invitation, but I'm going to take the sword just in case, shit goes down. I'm going to fucking take some motherfuckers down with me.
Because America doesn't have enough guns to...
Yeah. But it's Oregon. It's not a gun-toting state, like, per se. Maybe hunting rifles and shit like that, shotguns. But, so he ends up showing up, and everybody's, like, super welcoming. They're like, oh, dude, like, welcome, blah, blah, blah. Like, they're just, like, open arms, like, hey, blah, blah, blah.
There's a peace treaty now.
Yeah. And like they just wanted to have this dude back or whatever, because like honestly, like he didn't do nothing. Like it's almost like you get in a fight and the guy like doesn't lay any hands on you. You're like you're not really mad, but like so like he came in scared, but like it ended up turning it the opposite around. He ends up getting drunk with everybody.
What's the name of this festival? Public, can you somehow find that? I don't. This fucking story seems crazy.
No,
Man.
it's real. It's weird. No, it's 100%. It's 100% real.
It sounds like Oregon just has nothing going on, and they made up a fucking story to like have.
Why is this shit not in our fucking history books, man?
Like, there's
a lot of stuff that's not.
There's no historical facts about Oregon, so they decided to make one up to have something.
So he ends up gifting them this 200-year-old Japanese sword.
And they cut his fucking head off with it.
And apparently it's still sitting in Oregon. Like they have they made it into like a tribute. It's like in the city hall or something like that.
Why do you tribute this fucking guy?
I don't know.
He didn't accidentally like sent the bomb off in the fucking forest. His intentions were bad.
His intentions were to cause the largest fucking bushfire in Oregon history that burned down the whole state.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta let bygones be bygones,
Nah.
I don't know. I just thought that was a crazy story. It's just like, World War II, baby.
Yeah, that could have been World War II. All right, I mean that was World War II. But speaking of war,
the festival is called Azalea Festival.
Yeah, there we
Azalea.
Think it's Azalea?
Yeah, I was gonna say, She has OnlyFans now apparently.
Yeah, I've heard.
I guess she like bashed it for the longest time, and then she like ended up giving
Business
in.
wasn't booming, so she had to do
Yeah.
something else.
Well, she
obviously.
can't rap, bro.
Yeah, come on.
Let's be real. She cannot rap.
You guys remember when she was dating
Playboy Cardi.
Swaggy P?
Oh.
No, before Playboy Cardi, she was dating Swaggy P, engaged to Swaggy P.
I have no
And
idea
then
who that is.
he was a basketball player for the Lakers. Played for the Lakers at the
I think
time.
she after
And then,
Playboy Cardi, she ended up getting with another basketball player. I think.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think she has a kid with Playboy Cardi.
She does.
She does, right?
Yeah, but she was gonna marry Swaggy P from the Lakers, and one of his teammates leaked a phone conversation that they had with like him and his teammate, where he's like talking about like cheating on her and like, oh, like, yeah, we had these girls over, this and that, and that's what caused the breakup between them. But there's like tension in the Lakers locker room because like, oh, you can't even trust your own teammates, this and that.
Damn.
And both of these guys were catching heat. I forgot who the other guy was. Pretty sure we can find it, but it's irrelevant now. But yeah,
Shouts out to Swaggy P. I don't know.
shouts out to Iggy Azalea for changing career paths.
All right.
She's from Australia, right?
Who
New
cares?
Zealand.
New Zealand.
One of those. But yeah, who cares? Swaggy P.
Swaggy.
You guys got anything else?
Yeah, Super Bowl talk, man. You want to talk about Super Bowl?
I mean, we can. I think this is coming out during the Super Bowl or after the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But
Um,
why does it matter? That's
predictions?
Just fucking scripted.
Predictions?
It's scripted
Dude,
anyway.
okay,
No,
they
the
are
script-
saying
the
that.
script got released, bro.
They are
The
saying that,
script is
huh? They're saying
released.
football scripted. That's
That's
stupid.
crazy. I mean, that can't be true, man.
That's
can't
not
s-
true.
You can't script a freaking football game.
No, that's not
There's
true.
way too many
You
people.
100% can.
You think you can't
No.
turn half of these players are from the hood, bro.
Although that San Francisco game does look like a script. Fucking your starting QB
Yeah.
gets injured, and then your
Your
backup is injured, and now your third string is injured, and then like was there a fourth string? I don't know.
I don't know.
But if there was, he was injured, and now you got your fucking new signing running back, fucking best running back in the league, playing quarterback. It was a crazy game. That does look like a script. Predictions though, I want to see the Eagles win.
Same. I'm with you
Really?
on that. Yeah. Honestly, Patrick Mahomes chokes sometimes, so I'm hoping that he's gonna choke. But yeah,
Yeah. I just
I
want
want
to
the
see
Eagles win.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Same.
I want to see the script.
Honestly, if I'd be more happy if the script played out, because I'd be like, yeah. But I mean,
hope
if
they
the
both
Eagles
lose.
win, the script says the Eagles are gonna win, right?
What is the script? I haven't seen the script.
The score is gonna be 37-34 in favor of the Eagles.
Oh. Okay, I didn't know
Well,
that.
The game is gonna run 63 minutes and like something seconds or something.
Well, now that the script
How
is out, they're gonna
crazy.
change the
Yeah,
script.
Yeah, I was gonna say. They're not gonna-
They would change the script at this point.
There's been like players confirming it too. Who confirmed it?
I think there was one player that
One
confirmed
guy.
it, but he's like a retired guy, right? And then a bunch of other players are like saying like this guy's full of shit.
this would have been out by now, dude.
It's like how do you script injuries? Like people fucking getting CTE and shit. Like
you can't script this stuff.
It's like wrestling. Wrestling's scripted, but you know
that's so
accidents happen.
different.
It's different,
dude.
yeah, because it's
Accidents
one.
happen.
It's what it's if anything, it's a tag team match, but for the most part, it's 1 versus 1. So that can
Yeah,
work.
it makes sense how you can script wrestling. How do you script?
We'll
a
all
whole
find
game?
out next week.
I mean, they did.
We'll all find out next week.
They said-
Well, now if the Chiefs win, that's the new script. So
but somebody will release it.
after the fact, yeah, somebody's gonna write their own script.
They said the World Cup was scripted too, was rigged
It was.
because
I'm just kidding. I don't
you
know
know
that.
the Saudi, it was in Qatar, and the Qatar Airways sponsor PSG, and it's all oil money and all that stuff.
know.
That's what they were saying.
I don't know. I guess we'll see when that Messi documentary comes out.
All right, so I got one last thing before we end it. So earlier we were talking about Alec Baldwin getting canceled apparently or whatever, right? So has cancel culture gone too far? No, just kidding. No. Okay, so on Twitter recently there's been something going on. And since you guys aren't on Twitter, I thought I'd bring it to your guys' attention. There was this band on No Sleep Records, I believe, called Worst Party Ever. You ever heard of them?
No.
I've never heard of them either. Honestly, I listened to them. You might like them. But anyways, so apparently one of the members of this band cheated on his girlfriend, and he outed himself and canceled all the tours. Like the band is like no longer a band anymore or whatever, and it's like him like taking accountability for himself. And like this was actually his post. He said, "I'm posting this to let people know of the harm that I've done to other people. In December, I manipulated 2 victims, one of which was my long-term partner in an act of lies and infidelity. Both victims thought they were the only person in my life and didn't know about each other. I manipulated the situation in my favor by still being sexually and romantically involved with both parties and taking advantage of their desire for love while still casually seeing other people. I created a very toxic environment and caused a lot of pain and trauma to both of their lives." Sorry, that was a fucked reading. "And caused a lot of pain and trauma to both of their lives by love bombing and trying to get them to continue seeing me. Within my long-term relationship with my partner of 2 years, I've consistently invalidated their emotions and avoided conflict by shutting down and creating a toxic environment for her. My behavior was inexcusable, and it's wrong to be such a selfish individual. It's important for me to take accountability and seek professional help to not allow this to happen again. I've constantly talked about therapy and counseling, but have never followed through. It's important to know the damage that I've caused people and the consequences of my actions. I'm incredibly sorry to my long-term partner and the people involved in this situation. I am now going to focus on therapy and bettering myself as a human being, as I've done irreparable damage to people that I cared about me."
This is such a narcissist thing to do, bro. Because at the end of the day, he's bringing that attention back to him. Like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
like I recognize that I did this, but I, wanna
I
this,
do it.
this, and
Actually, you
that.
know what?
Yeah.
I never even saw it from that angle, but
F
you're
this-
100%
yeah.
right.
F this guy, dude.
But also, it's like he cheated on his girlfriend. Like, was that necessary?
No, it wasn't. But you think he's doing it? He's doing any better by going this public about it and being like, "Oh, like I know it was a."
He also
like, bro,
he also turned off comments, so nobody.
You're
could-
right. He just wants to make himself feel better about the situation.
Yeah,
F that guy, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. He's been getting cooked on Twitter.
Good.
People are like, imagine canceling yourself because you cheated. Like,
yeah. Maybe he
Loser.
just wants the attention, it sounds like. Yeah.
I never even saw it from that point of view.
He
I mean,
got it.
I thought it was corny or whatever. Like I would like, and he also disbanded the whole band. I would have just kicked them out and just been like, "Yeah, this fool's corny."
Yeah.
I'd start my own band, bro. What was he?
I don't know what he
Singer?
did in the band, but yeah.
It sounds like you have to be a singer to go that crazy. Like, he's a guitarist or drummer, like, easily replaceable. Then it's like, who
He
cares?
played the harmonica, bro. He's our harmonica player, or the what's that thing called?
The knuckle duster.
What kind of was it, like a cumbia? Like a
Oh, they. I know. What you're
That's how
talking
we're
about.
closing it out.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Subscribe.
Like
Clear Frame Spot on
comment.
YouTube. Yeah. All that shit. We love you
all
guys.
that good shit.
See ya.